You can almost supercross throughout the big jump on the front, Josh.
Thanks, Dropkin. You're the best.
Hey, Zachary, are you racing champs this year?
Bark and Big Crandon.
Damn it. We want you here for everyone, dude.
That can't count the highs for that number of races.
He's good at what he does. We need him out here.
They need a podium driver.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream as we are getting ready for some just a trim Pro 2's here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull that up. How long have you been following? We're going to take a look here. 404 days of follow from Ryan. As we get ready for heat race number 1, let's go ahead and pull up that starting grid. Going to be top 4 transferring through to tonight's feature. Sweet, says Ryan. As it's going to be Nick Nowak, Mr. Consistency, starting on the pole here tonight. Cody in second. Cody Harrelson in second. Cody Winicky in that third position. Couple misspelled Codys in a row. Austin in that 4th position. Zachary at 5th. James Burke in 6th. Going to be Timothy in that 7th position. Braden in 8th. Paul 9th. And the Dirty Plum rounding out the field in that 10th position. Let's do this, says Teal72. Manuel, thank you for the like. Zach, thank you for the like. Anthony, thank you for the share. Appreciate it, guys, as we get ready for 4 laps here in heat race number 1. I know I got the wrong logo in there. I got to fix that. Oh, we'll have to fix it later as Nick's going to get ready to take these guys up the hill, then down the hill to the green flag. Finally a good Spartan spot in the heat, yeah? Let's see if you keep it, Anthony. I think I heard somebody say you got to make it. We're going to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the voice chat back on. I was trying to do the music when we were coming in, and they were talking way too much, so I had to mute the race chat. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag down the hill for heat race number 1 here for the Just a Trim Pro 2's at Wild West. When's that light gonna go off? Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 down the hill, looking for turn number 1. Zach makes a big move to the inside. He's going to slide into that third. He might slide into second, maybe even first out of turn number 2. Zach side by side for the lead. He's going to fall back into second. As it's going to be Nowak, Zach, Harrelson, and Timothy. Maybe it's going to be Braden. Big contact. Oh, we got one stuck up on the wall. Who is that stuck up on the wall? That is Austin. Stuck on the wall. He might have to take the tow. Going to be Nick leading the way up the hill. Zach in second as Cody trying to hold out for dear life as he's got a, I don't know what it is, a hornet's nest full of trucks in his mirror as they head down the hill looking for the start finish line to complete lap number 1. Brett Smith, thank you for the share. As Mr. Consistency continues to lead heat race number 1. Zach trying to close the gap through turn number 1 and 2 as they come out of turn number 2 down the hill. turn number 1 down the hill towards turn number 2. Nowak has that number 1 spot. Zach trying to get it. He's going to try and cut up underneath him out of 2. Can't quite get there as they head towards turn number 3. Here comes Zach trying to dig up underneath Nowak, up underneath turn number 3. Going to be a drag race up the hill. Looking for turn number 4. Nowak leading that race, heading to the final corner. Nick's going to keep the lead. Oh, he almost over-rotates a little bit in turn number 4. Coming down the hill, looking to complete lap number 2. 2 more laps to go for Nick to have to hold on. Man, how would it feel to have Zach? Zach almost landed in the bed of his truck as they head through turn number 1. Side by side, going to be a drag race looking for turn number 2. Who's going to have the spot on a 2? Nick has the position. Zach's going to drift high. Nick's going to dig out. Zach drifts way high. Cody's going to try to get up underneath him. He's too far back. Down into turn number 3, up the hill. Looking for turn number 4 as Nick continues to lead the field. Zach in second, Cody, Timothy. Those are the 4 trucks looking to go in. Yes, come on, says Ryan. Go 906 Dirt, says Brett. Go Nitro Circus, says Steele. Come on, Zach, says Ryan. As they come down the hill, looking for turn number 1. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Can Zach get Mr. Consistency out of turn number 1? Racing for turn number 2, as it looks like Timothy's starting to pressure Cody for that 3rd position. Down into turn number 2, Zach had to get on the brakes to not hit Nick. As they come out of turn number 2, looking for turn number 3. Here comes Zach, down low. Is he going to give him a bump? Little bit of a tap. That's going to hurt Zach more than it hurts Nick as they come up the hill. Up the hill for the final corner. Does Zach have anything left for Nowak? Up the hill, Zach for Nowak. Up the hill, around turn number 4. Zach's going to dig hard. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Nick with the win in heat race number 1. Zach's going to finish second. Cody and Timothy rounding out the top 4 going to tonight's feature. How many heats do we have? 3 heats. 3 heats. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. That was a good heat. That's a real good heat. How's everybody doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? As it looked like Austin's going to just now cross the line in that number 25 machine. He got stuck on the wall. Remember, he had to battle his way back onto the track. He's going to have to go through a Conti here tonight to make the main event as we get ready for heat race number 2. Let's go ahead and pull up tonight's starting lineup. We got Zach Quick starting on the pole. Anthony in second. Brett Smith's going to start in that 3rd spot. Josh in 4th. There's going to be Brock Smith in that 5th position, followed by Franklin 6th, Daniel 7th, Matoxin 8th, and Vandenbush rounding out the field in that 9th position. All right, we're going to jump up on the chopper for this start as we... Ooh, Quick did not grid up. Is Quick having some issues? Nearly peachy. Yeah, it was a good run. Yeah, great run by Timothy. Timothy had a phenomenal run. As they come down the hill, looking to start heat race number 1. Who's going to... Or heat race number 2. Who's going to win heat race number 2? Who's your pick in the chat? As they come to head to turn number 1. We're going to keep an eye on Franklin because if somebody's going to die, it's going to be him as they head into turn number 1. Oh, big contact. Oh, no. Anthony says he finally got a good starting spot in the heat and gets turtled in turn number 1. Going to be Brett out front. Edmondson working his way up to second. Vandenbush, Matoxin as Franklin gets the inside wall into turn number 2. Going to be Brett in that number 1 spot as they come up the hill, followed by Josh, Vandenbush, Matoxin. It's always Anthony, right? As they come through turn number 4. Down the hill, Our running order is going to be Brett Smith, Josh Edmondson, Vandenbush, and Metoxen at the line. Those are the guys into this one as they head towards turn number 1. Brett continues to lead the way. Edmondson on chase as Vandenbush in that 3rd position. Metoxen in 4th. Daniel in that 5th spot trying to reel in. Oh, big contact. Daniel's gonna go for a ride. He ends up in the pits. Contact everywhere here tonight in heat race number 2. Absolute chaos as they come up the hill. Here comes Edmondson starting to chase down our leader. Are we going to get a pass for the lead as they come through the final corner? Coming down the hill, going to be halfway through this one. This time by as Brett swings a little wide out of turn number 4. He's trying to put the block on Edmondson as they come down the hill. Oh! Edmondson on the roof. He's going to go for the slide into turn number 1. Turtle as Brett continues to lead. Vandenbush 2nd. Metoxen 3rd. Franklin now in 4th. Franklin's in a transfer spot. He's definitely going to die now as they come down looking for turn number 2. Brett leading the way out of turn number 3 up the hill. Vandenbush trying to go on chase. Metoxen in 3rd. Franklin 4th. As they come up the hill, looking to complete lap number 3. Gonna be the white flag when they cross the line this time by. I definitely probably need a map here. Let's see what we got going on. We got, guys, make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there if you can help me out as they head into turn number 2 or turn number 1. It's white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come towards turn number 2. It's going to be Brett leading the way. Vandenbush, Nathan Metoxen, Franklin still into the feature if he can stay where he's at. Here comes Vandenbush chasing down Brett through turn number 4. Going to be looking for the checkered flag at the bottom of the hill. What's up, Ox? As they hit the line, it's going to be Brett winning heat race number 2. Vandenbush 2nd. Nathan Metoxen. Franklin. Can he hold on? Down the hill. Will Franklin get that final transfer spot? He will as he comes across the line to take that 4th position. What a crazy heat race number 2. Great job, Brett. I would say Edmondson isn't so thrilled about it, but you know, you never know. All right, we're going to go ahead and check heat race number 3. It's going to be Alexander Good starting on the pole. Greg Johnson in 2nd. Followed by Jeff Ives in 3rd. Going to be Kyle Knott in that 4th position. Cohen in 5th. Solomon in that 6th position. Connor Berry 7th. Matt Bennett 8th. And Lance in that 9th and final position. Top 4 going to transfer here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Going to look for that green flag. Are we going to get more chaos in this one? That's the big question here tonight. As they come out of turn number 4 down the hill looking for the green flag this time by. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. If you're not following, click that follow button as we look for the green flag. Heading towards turn number 1. Green flag is out as we're going to sit back here with Connor Berry and Lance. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. How did they not just all die? Greg got into the wall down the front straightaway. Almost killed the field as Alexander going to pull away. Jeff Ives slips into 2nd as Cohen and Greg battle for that 3rd position. More contact as they're going to plow going around. So it gets plowed around as Connor Berry ends up in that 4th position. Kyle Knott got into the back of Cohen and turned him right around. down into turn number 3. Let's go, Con and Kyle. Yep. No, Josh. I'm just reading that, Zach. As they come down the hill, looking to complete lap number 1, going to be Alexander out front, Jeff Ives, Greg Johnson, and Connor Berry in your top 4. Connor Berry starting to put the pressure on Greg as they come into turn number 1, down the hill, looking for turn number 2. Into turn number 2, it's going to be Alexander with a healthy lead as Jeff Ives getting pressure from Johnson and Berry. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Johnson right now with Berry all over the back bumper. It's just a matter of time before he finds his way around. Up the hill, looking for turn number 4. Going to be halfway through this time by. Down the hill, looking for 2 to go. 2 to go as Alexander comes across the start-finish line. Down into turn number 1, Jeff's giving himself a little bit of cushion. Here comes Connor. He's going to give Greg. Oh, Jeff goes wide. Greg up underneath him. We got a battle for second. Battle for second, looking for turn number 2. Here comes Greg. Back down low. Jeff goes wide again. Oh, Jeff's going to go around. Connor Berry's going to clip him and get him facing straight. Lance is going to get the inside wall in turn number 2. He's going to have to take a tow. Alexander leading the way, 2.5 seconds up the hill with Greg Johnson in second, Berry in third, Jeff Ives in fourth. Kyle putting the pressure on Jeff Ives for that final transfer spot. Out of turn number 4, down the hill. Oh, Ives is going to get the wall. Out of turn number 4 as they get the white flag. 1 lap to go. Heading down into turn number 1, Connor Berry putting the pressure on Greg. Here comes Kyle up underneath Ives. Ives overshoots, gets together with Matt Bennett. Put Kyle Knott in that 4th position. Alexander good leading the way. Greg in 2nd. Berry in 3rd. As these guys battle for that final transfer spot. Jeff Ives trying to get back in there. Down into turn number 3. 3-way battle for the transfer spot. Oh, a little bit of contact as Bennett gets inside wall out of 3. Up the hill, looking for turn number 4. We're going to keep an eye on this battle as Jeff Ives sends it in. Can't get to the back bumper of Kyle. It's going to be Alexander with the easy win. Greg Johnson 2nd. Berry 3rd. Kyle in 4th. Top 4 transfer to the feature. Good racing. That was another wild one here tonight. As these guys are going to get ready for the C main. We're going to see how many they're going to take. We got 6 people watching over on YouTube. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like. Got a couple people over on Kick. Hi, guys on Kick. And I'm sure we got a few over on Twitch. All right, let's see what it's going to set up. It looks like it's going to be top 4 from the C and the B main, so we're going to leave it where it's at. As we get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the C main, it's going to be Braden. Starting in 2nd, it's going to be Jeff Ives, followed by Josh Edmondson. Cody Winicky is going to start in 4th, Solomon 5th, Anthony in 6th, James Burke in that 7th position, and Lance rounding out the field in that 8th and final spot as they come down the hill. We're going to jump over here on Burke. We're going to hit that chopper cam as we watch him come down the hill looking for the green flag into turn number 1. Robert Smith, thank you for the like over on Facebook. Appreciate it, buddy. Zach, I think I said thank you for the like, but I'm going to say it again as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Braden leading the way. Big stack up as they're 3 wide for 3rd out of turn number 1. Edmondson already up to that 2nd spot as he looks to put the pressure on Braden as they come through turn number 2. 3 wide as Anthony's going to slide his way into 3rd out of turn number 2. He got a 2-fer. Out of turn number 3, looking up the hill. Edmondson putting the pressure on Braden as he's on the chase up the hill. Looking for turn number 4. Jeff Ives the final truck in as he's got pressure from Winicky as they head into turn number 4. Solomon, Burke, and Lance a little too far back as they race it out further back. As we jump back up to the front, here comes Edmondson down low into turn number 1. Edmondson gonna look down low as they got a drag race for turn number 2 for that number 1 spot. Edmondson on the outside heading into turn number 2. Can he get the position? He's gonna angle it in. Braden's got to back out of it. They're still side by side. Nope. Edmondson's going to clear him. He's got the number 1 spot. Pass for the lead out of turn number 2 as Edmondson flexes some muscle. Braden in second. Anthony and Jeff are the 4 trucks right now. Look at the transfer. Does Winicky have anything for the number 921? Jeffrey Ives as they come out of turn number 4. Looking down the hill as Anthony is putting pressure on Braden for second. Halfway through this one, 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1. Edmondson continues to lead. Anthony putting the pressure on Braden as Jeff Ives and Winicky get together for that final transfer spot. We're going to go keep an eye on that battle. This battle can mean a whole lot here. Oh, Anthony and Braden get together. Oh, so does Kyle, so does Cody and Jeff, as Cody's going to take that 4th transfer spot. Jeff Ives is going to get into him. Jeff gets into him. He's going to stop. Oh, Winicky takes the toe. Ives gets rolling, but that's going to put Burke in the final transfer spot. Ives tried to give him the spot back, tried to do the right thing, but Winicky goes ahead and takes the toe. I think he had neck coated into the wall as the white flag is out. It's all Edmondson out front. Anthony putting the pressure on Braden for that number 2 position. Burke has a ton of space between him and Lance as they head into turn number 2. Oh, Edmondson. What happened to Edmondson? He falls back to 3rd. As they come out of turn number 3, Edmondson thought it was the checkered flag already. He gave up the lead as they come up the hill as Braden's back on point. Anthony 2nd, Edmondson 3rd, Burke in 4th as they come out of turn number 4. Braden's going to steal the C-main victory here tonight as Edmondson made a major mistake. Anthony 2nd, Edmondson 3rd, Burke in 4th. All right, so that 2 guys that had horrible. Oh, don't tell me stuff like that. I want to look at it. All right, let's get ready for the B main. Top 4 going to transfer here to the A main. Everybody else going home. It's going to be Brock Smith starting on the pole. The Dirty Plum on the outside. Got Matt Bennett in 3rd, Daniel in 4th. Paul in that 5th position, Cohen in 6th, Zach Quick 7th, and Austin in that 8th and final spot, but I do not think Zach is going to grid up. All right, who's your pick in the B main? Let me know as they roll up the hill. Gonna be looking for the green flag this time by. Who do you guys think's gonna win this one? Will it be the Dirty Plum starting from the outside? Or is it gonna be Brock Smith? Or maybe a sleeper like Paul from back in that 3rd row as the green flag is out as they head for turn number 1. Side by side into turn number 1, the Dirty Plum up high, Brock Smith down low. He's going to get tight. Here comes Plumley looking for turn number 2. He's going to bring Daniel with him as they head for turn number 2. Brock back to that 3rd position as Cohen kills him into turn number 2. He's going to get the wall. Big stack up in turn 2. Oh, we got more wrecking. Brock is going to sneak back through. Back up into that. Nope, he didn't make it to the 4th. He made it to the fifth position as they come out of turn number 3 up the hill looking for turn number 4. Wow, that was insane. As Plumley leads the way, Daniel second, Paul third, Matt in fourth. This is going to be the battle on the track for that final transfer spot. Here comes Brock up underneath Bennett as they look for turn number 1. Brock's going to send it in down low. Bennett up high. He's going to drift a little high. Brock gets tight out of the turn number 1. Heading for turn number 2 is going to be Brock leading the way. Matt Bennett in that 5th position as these guys battle for the final transfer spot. Austin's going to get in the back of these guys. One less truck in this battle as they come out of turn number 3. This is for everything. This is to make it to the race or go home. John, thank you for the like as they come up the hill looking for turn number 4. Gonna be halfway through this one as they come across the line. Plumley gets 2 to go right now as these guys come out of turn number 4. Brock on the run as Matt Bennett and Cohen try to reel him in as they head towards turn number 1. Yeah, Austin was definitely going the wrong way as they head through turn number 1. Here comes Cohen up underneath Bennett. We got a battle for that 5th position. Brock's gotta love it. It's giving him a little breathing room as they head into turn number 2. Oh, Matt Bennett sent it in hard as Cohen gonna get around. Try and get around Bennett. Bennett's gonna drift out as they head into 3. Little bit of contact into 3. Pushes Cohen out. Up the hill. They're gonna get the white flag this time by. White flag. 1 lap to go as Plumley comes to the line. Daniel second. Paul third. Brock in 4th. I said Paul could win this one. And we ain't over yet. Matt Bennett in that 5th position. Cohen in 6th. Plumley leads the way into turn number 2. Daniel tries to chase him down as they head towards turn number 3. Heard that coffee was done. Up the hill, looking for turn number 4. It's going to be Plumley leading the way. He's looking to win the B main here tonight. Zach so quick he didn't even start. It's funny. I freaking nicknamed him Turtle. I nicknamed him Turtle. Well, I added a turtle next to his name in Discord. As Plumley takes the win in the B main. Daniel second. Paul and Brock rounding out the field. Going to the feature here tonight, Matt Bennett going to be the first person going home. All right. B main in the books as we're going to get ready for the warm-up here. All right, these guys going to get out on the track. They're going to put some laps down. Right? They can't hear me if I talk. Oh, and these guys can't even make it off of pit road. These guys struggling to even make it off of pit road. As we're going to get a 5-minute warm-up here, let's go ahead and throw out some tunes. And I will be right back.
Well, that's the caution.
Hey. Come on, Paul, you should know this.
You know, I was thinking it could be 7 because we get more racing laps at the end of the race than the beginning, you know. I don't know. Just pushing.
I mean, we could have just made it 15 and then just have a one-lap dash.
Grabkin, you look good back there.
All right, we got about a minute and a half left here in the warm-up as these guys are out here holding hands. And
Thank you. I was just seeing what you were doing wrong.
as we get ready for tonight's main event. How's everybody doing here tonight? Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there. Now is the time to go ahead and give it a share, or go get a drink, or go to the bathroom. As we are getting ready for tonight's
I got the nervous side grab coming off of there and put me up like 0.4.
My bad, you gotta let me know next time. I missed the
What's up, everybody over on Kick? Welcome, welcome. Lug Nuts over there following on Kick too. Appreciate it, buddy. Come on, Zachariah Drake. You're next of kin in sauce. All right, guys, we are winding down 5 seconds ago for tonight's main event. That's going to be the end of warm-up right there as we look for these guys to go ahead and get off and get ready for tonight's
Okay, it's
main
getting ready
event.
right here with extended bridges a little bit, so just a reminder, please take it easy in laps 1 and 2. Take, Connor, Josh.
All right, so Connor, Josh, and Anthony, as you heard him saying there before I rudely interrupted them, are going to the back of the pack as they were the top 3 last week. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight is going to be Mr. Consistency, Nick Nowak. Can he hold on for, how many laps are we doing tonight? A lot. 15 laps here tonight. It's going to be Brett Smith in second, Alexander Good in third. Going to be Zachary in that 4th position, Vandenbush 5th, Greg Johnson in 6th, Cody with a K, Cody Harrelson starting in 7th, Matoxin in 8th. Going to be Connor Berry in 9th, Timothy in 10th. Franklin's going to start in 11th, Kyle Knott in 12th, followed by Braden in 13th, Plumley 14th, Anthony in 15th. Daniel's going to start in that 16th position, Josh in 17th, Paul 18th, Burke in that 19th position, and last but not least, Brock Smith. Going to be 15 laps here tonight. If you've never been here before, they will do a competition caution halfway through on lap number 7. They're going to restack them, re-rack them. If you're 1 lap down, they will let you get 1 of those laps back. And they'll run them through for the final laps. Win it or bin it. Pit maneuver style, right, Ryan? as these guys get ready for that green flag. Waiting for them to go ahead and move forward. We got 8 people over on YouTube. That's freaking awesome. Got our typical 19, 20 people over on Facebook. We got 4 people watching over on Kick. Say hello. And I'm sure we got a few people over on Twitch. As those guys go to the back of the pack, take the EOL. As we head into turn number 3, Edmondson didn't have far to go. As he thought the end of his C main was over and stopped and gave up 2 positions as they come down the hill looking for the green flag this time by. We're going to jump here back with Barry and Anthony as we look for the green flag. And heading into turn number 1 and 2, is it going to be chaos? We're about to find out as they're already beating and banging. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Big stack up. We got one flipping. We got a turtle in turn number 2. And he's going to get pushed back on all 4. That's going to be Kyle Knott. Oh! Burke almost takes a ride. Big stack up in 1 and 2. We got one stuck on the fence as Burke is going to do a donut here. Getting it going back the right way as they come out of turn number 2. He's going to slide into turn number 3 up the hill. As they look for turn number 4. Trying to figure out what they... I can't tell. Ooh! Big air, big air. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. There's got to be something with that 7. Is he got to make it? He's trying to make it look like truck nuts as Burke leads the way. Nowak in second. Or sorry, Nowak in first. Drapkin in second. Brett in third. Going to be Alexander in that 4th position, but Toxin in 5th. What's up? Yeah, what's up? Oh, no, the 79. He takes a ride. The 79 of Alexander Good takes a major ride there. I can't even find where he started wrecking. There it is. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Alexander here. Ooh, Smith's getting squirrely up in front of him. Alexander takes one heck of a ride here. Oh, he gets hit by Greg there. But what sends him? Oh, he gets the wall there himself. Up the hill. Let's see what sends him on that major ride as they come up the hill. Looking for turn number 4. Nowak still continuing to lead the field, so you guys know. He's got 0.2 of a second over Zach. We're going to jump over there. Oh, he just missed. He just hit the bumps. Oof. So big ride by Alexander there as we're going to go back up here as Zach goes to look for the lead as they head towards turn number 1. Yeah, that's hard to watch. Down into turn number 1. Nick's going to slide up. Zach's going to slide up in front of Nick. Zach to the point. New leader as they head into turn number 2. Zach's going to lead it into turn number 2. Nick Nowak second. Brett Smith third. Matoxin 4th. Greg Johnson at 5th. Vandenbush in 6th. Let's go take a look and see where our Anthony's in 12th. Edmondson's in 10th. And Barry in 8th. Those are the guys that started at the back as Connor Barry is working the back of Plumley heading into turn number 4. 3 laps into this one as they come down the hill. It's going to be 4 laps complete. Down the hill, Plumley holding on to that number 7 position as Connor Barry puts the pressure on him into turn number 1. He's going to slide in up underneath Plumley. Plumley's going to hold strong on the outside as they come out of turn number 1. Heading for turn number 2, Plumley's going to be able to hold on to that number 7 position. Connor Barry continues to work him. Edmondson trying to make it around Timothy. Timothy trying to hold on as they come out of 2 down into turn number 3. up the hill, looking for turn at number 4. It's going to be Zachary leading the way. Nowak, Smith, Matoxen, and Johnson still your top 5 as they come through turn number 4. Down the hill, contact between Timothy and Edmondson for that 9th position. Edmondson falls back to 9th as we got a battle further up. That is going to be Nathan trying to put a move on Brett. He's going to get into a podium spot. Big stack up behind him out of turn number 2. That's going to open the door for the Dirty Plum as Vandenbush is dropping back in that number 89. Big contact. Oh, big stack up as Smith has issues into turn number 2. Plumley's knocked the nose plumb off that number 36. Out of turn number 3. Release the Drapkin. Up the hill. Looking for turn number 4. The Dirty Plum with no nose. He's got Brock underneath him. Brock's going to slide up. Here comes Barry. Up underneath Plumley as they come out of turn number 4. Down the hill, it's a drag race looking for turn number 1. Plumley's going to hope that Smith stays low so he can use the outside. No, a little bit of a bobble. Barry's going to steal the spot away, and he's going to look up underneath Brett. Barry looking to go for that 5th position as Edmondson still stuck back at 9th. Heading into turn number 2, here comes Barry up underneath Smith, looking for that 5th position. Can't get it to stick. He's going to try in turn number 3. Vandenbush and Plumley continue to battle it out as Edmondson gets up underneath Vandenbush for that number 8 position as they head into turn number 4. Hard work for these guys that had to start at the back as they come down the hill. Down the hill, looking for turn number 1. Is this the break? It is the break. These guys going to slow down. It's going to be Zach leading the way at the break. These guys are going to set up a Delaware start. Nowak, Matoxen, Greg Johnson, Connor Berry are your top 5. Zach is so far ahead, he could pull over and make a 6-tier sandwich and rejoin in the lead. Oof. Oh, what happened here? How did Matoxen end up on his roof under caution? Plumley's gonna flip him back over. What just happened to Matoxen? All right, we're gonna go take a look and see what happened to Matoxen. Oh, he did it all by himself. He did it all by himself. Oh, that was weird. That was really weird. Did he netcode into that? And then he gets hit. All right, so he just kind of... Oh, that was the weirdest netcode ever. All right, so we're going to get these guys stacked back up, looking for some green flag action. Let's see who is up with the group. We got Franklin still in this one. He hasn't turtled yet. As the rest of the crew gets caught up, we're going to look for that green flag here pretty soon. I think we're just waiting on Braden. Invisible wall, yeah. Invisible wall, for sure. As they're going to get ready for the green flag. If you're not familiar with it, this is a Delaware start. The leader gets the front by himself, and they stack him up 2 by 2 behind the leader as they head towards turn number 1. Looks like Franklin's going to go to the back of the pack. A little bit of strategy by the 110, maybe? As they head for turn number 4, going to be looking for the green flag down the hill. Who do you think's going to take this one? Do you think Zach can hold on? Or do you think Connor Berry or Josh Edmondson are going to make their way through and and take the show away from Zach? We're about to find out as they come down the hill, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out as they head towards turn number 1. Are we going to get chaos in turn number 1 again? We might get chaos down the front straightaway, as we almost seen it right there. Plumlee takes it 3 wide with no nose. I want to say he stuck his nose in there, but he ain't got no nose to stick in there as they got complete contact. Look at the chaos at the back of the back. Oh! What the heck are they doing? Anthony struggle off the track as they come through turn number 2. We got Wreck in there. Got one on his side. That's going to be Daniel. Anthony's going to go ahead and flip him back over. What a crazy start here for the second half. Into turn number 4, Zach continues to lead as we got a little bit of contact for second as Connor Berry looking to make his way around Metoxin. They're going to bang doors coming down the hill looking for turn number 1. 2 kids versus each other. Into turn number 1, Berry down low. Metoxin's going to let him go. Caught up underneath him out of 2. Little bit of contact. Not bad for my age. Down into turn number 2. Zach's got to get away from Connor Berry. Connor Berry's going to try and reel him in. Got contact as Vandenbush gets the inside wall in turn number 2. Absolutely freaking nuts. Is Mr. Consistency going to work his way around Vandenbush for that 5th position? Dirty Plum with no nose lead in that number 4 position. Nathan Metoxin in that final podium spot. Connor Berry second as Zach tries to set sail on the field as they come across the line. Back here we got Brock Smith in that 9th position. James Burke behind him. Gonna be Paul, Braden, Cody, Alexander, Greg, all in this pack as they head into turn number 1. Will there be contact? There's a little bit. Cody's gonna get the inside wall. Down the hill looking for turn number 2. Paul and Burke going at it for that number 10 position. Here comes the 53 of Braden. He wants a little bit. Oh, contact between Cody and Greg. Greg's going to go hard into the wall. Might have been some net code there, but definitely a L for Greg in that 150. Oh! Greg just absolutely murdered Daniel. I think he feels bad, gets him back on all 4, but he backed it right into Daniel as Zach continues to lead as Connor Berry tries to reel him back in. Dixie Angel, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As we head into turn number 1 and 2, now into turn number 3. 15 laps here tonight. Going to be 3 to go when they hit the start-finish line. 3 to go when they hit the start-finish line this time by. Does Connor Berry have anything for Zach here tonight? He's definitely trying to reel him in. Is reeling him in. As they come down the hill, 3 laps to go as they come across the line. Uncle Kenny, says Dixie Angel. Everybody knows Uncle Kenny. Is that Shannon? Is Dixie Angel Shannon? That's what I thought. Yeah, I said it right before it. I was like, is that Shannon? As we got a battle for the lead, Connor Berry all in the back bumper of Zach in turn number 2. Now into turn number 3, Connor Berry trying to put the pressure on Zach. Zach's going to continue to hold on as Metoxin works the Dirty Plum for 3rd. The Dirty Plum with a broken nose trying to hold on as we watch the battle for the lead. Connor's going to keep it out of the back bumper, the 56, as they come down the hill. Two laps to go as Zach sends it into turn number 1. Berry sends it in a little bit harder in turn number 1. Out of turn number 1, down the hill, looking for turn number 2. Back to single file. We got a battle for the lead. Down into turn number 2. Zachary's going to pull out of turn number 2, looking for 3. He's got a couple more. He's got about a lap and a half to hold on. Can he fend off Berry? Out of turn number 3, up the hill, looking for turn number 4. It's going to be a hard-fought battle. I mean, it's not easy holding off Connor Berry. You got to be perfect as they come out of turn number 4. White flag about to come out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come down the hill. Looking for turn number 1. Can Connor Berry find a way around that number 56 into turn number 1? Berry's going to send it in deep. They're going to touch out of turn number 1. Door-to-door battle for the lead, heading for turn number 2. Berry looking to make it interesting as they head down towards turn number 2. Zach's going to be able to swing it out just a little bit. Connor's going to look back underneath him out of turn number 2. 2 more opportunities for the number 2 machine of Connor Berry. Zach's got to hold on. Berry's going to almost give him a bump out of 3 as they race up the hill looking for turn number 4. Into turn number 4, Zach leads the way. Berry might have just taken a little bit of a bad bounce out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Zachary's gonna hold off Berry for that number 1 position. Berry in second, the Dirty Plum gonna come across in third with the broken nose here tonight. Making it look easy. I'm not ready for summer because then I won't have school to babysit my kids anymore. What a race. What a race. Let's go ahead. We're waiting for everybody to cross the line so we can pull up the feature results. There it is. There's the feature results as it's going to be Zach with the win. Connor Berry second. Dirty Plum in third. Going to be Nathan Metoxen in that 4th position. Followed by Nowak in 5th. Vandenbush in 6th. Timothy 7th. Which Smith is that? Brett Smith in 8th. Going to be James Burke in that 9th position. Paul in 10th. Gonna be Braden in that 11th position, Brock Smith in 12th, Cody in 13th. As these guys get situated, gonna go ahead and hit that pause button here in just a second. Gonna be Kyle Knott in 14th, followed by Anthony 15th, Alexander 16th, Franklin 17th, and Greg in 18th. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Dirty Plum here first. Let's go talk to him here in a second. No problem, Uncle Kenny. Always appreciate you coming out. Always appreciate it. Let's go ahead and bring in our podium finishers. We're going to bring in Chris Plumley. Well, we only see you every other week, but here you are again. Getting a podium. Wow, what a race.
Yeah, I actually had to work pretty hard for that one.
Well, you know, for lack of better words, you knocked the nose plumb off that thing.
Yeah, there's a couple incidents in front of me that I got caught up in, but we tried to stay clean, and then, you know, I figured the bumper was exposed. I might as well give it to my toxin, right?
Right. Metoxen, yeah, I saw you flipped him back over. I don't know if you see, but he had the weirdest freaking net code.
I didn't see. I just seen him there, and you know, I run this league for fun. I probably shouldn't have, you know, for guys that are in points, but you know, it's all for fun for me. So,
well, great run here tonight. It was a lot of fun watching it. I'm sure you were underpowered there and had a little bit of damage, but you had that thing rolling anyway. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
yeah, just thanks to Factory Sim Sport, Legion Speed Sport, T-Stone Enterprise, ZK Designs, Appliance Part Company, Sim Coach Pedals, and RepCPS.com. And you for putting on the broadcast, and anybody that helps this league with sponsorships and helping them grow.
Appreciate you coming out, putting on a show, and I might talk to you again in 2 weeks.
All right, have a good one.
All right, buddy. All right, we're going to bring up the bridesmaid. Connor Berry, James in the booth, get a copy.
Yep.
Man, you were working, Zach, but Zach was holding on. Wasn't making a lot of mistakes, and you needed him to.
Yeah, we started in 20th, so I knew I had to be smart. I came up to P5 before the caution, and so I knew that I was in a spot. Then I got to P2 on lap 10, and then I knew that Zach was out in first, and I closed the gap, but I wasn't trying to get around them like fast because I knew I came from P20, so I knew that I was already I was in a spot that I would be like that I would be fine with. So if he would have like went high, I think I could have got around him, but I was just being smart and just sat there.
Yeah, you guys had a good race, and you trying to pass them clean, and definitely, definitely different Connor Berry than we would have seen a couple seasons ago. Patience. I mean, you know, you probably would a lot more with patience.
Yeah, I think it for sure helped on um on that start. I just basically did I they all like wrecked, so I came out of the first lap in 10th, I think. So it definitely like helped. So I'm glad I got P2 in this. This should have helped me out a lot inside the points with it looks like Josh having a bad day. So it definitely helped, but I hope that Josh can come back, and I hope that he can at least still be in the second spot.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
For sure, a big thanks to CBR, my teammates, and you guys for this stream.
Well, great run, and enjoy the podium, and I will see you at the back next week because you got to go to the back again.
Oh yeah, fun. Yeah.
Have a good one, buddy.
Sounds good. See ya.
Yeah. All right, we're going to bring in tonight's race winner. Hey, Zach.
Hi, James.
I can only imagine what this winning interview is going to be. It's going to be a little bit like this.
Finally, the bride. Oh, 100%. Finally, not the bridesmaid. Finally, the bride on this. So it feels good to be back where I like to be at.
Man, you had to hold off Connor, and it was all about not making mistakes because Connor is so smooth. I mean, anytime you have Josh or Connor behind you, you got to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, 100%. And I can already tell you this, that Connor figured out the slick about 3 laps earlier than I did, and that last 2 laps was me just trying to keep it together because I couldn't enter the way I like to, just pretty much backing it in to get back tires on the blue groove as quickly as we're on the cushion, and it just didn't work because there was no cushion towards the end. So it was a totally different driving style towards the end of the race, and Connor was coming. Every single lap, I saw him closing the gap. It was 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 ever since the mid race. I just needed a little bit more, and then I think I could have held him off for a little bit longer. But tonight we took it, and I'm stoked where we're at.
You know, in turn one on that final lap, he kind of cut to the outside or cut up underneath you. Maybe it was the second to last lap. You guys drag racing it at turn number 2. Were you worried at that point?
I was, but I knew having the inside, I had the bottom in the next corner, and I knew that Connor was going to drive me clean because, to be honest, we both didn't want to get taken out. We were both in the fight for the championship here, and we're both, well, I'm trying to be, but we're both fighting for it, and we all just want to be up front. And to be honest, I think we both understand that a first and a second is better than a last place and a last place. So I'll take first or second either way. If he gets past me, I'll still take second, and I'll chase him to the finish line. So he did that today, and well, hey, it is what it is. We both start in the back. He starts in the back again with me next race, but just look at it. Just looking at tonight, it's exactly what we wanted. We wanted to get out front quickly with those 2 starting in the back and just bring it home.
You want to know what your interviews remind me of?
Dylan Hart.
But great run here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
I've got a whole team that backs me on the sim world and the real world. Redline Oil is always looking good on the car. Signature Propellers, competitive edge performance. Weddle Industries, Sign Pros, Ebco, McMullen Transaxle, Scott F. Elsinore, Down South Motorsports, MDiTV looks great. I love watching the streams. AMX for putting on this awesome league. All the AMX sponsors, CBR, Connor, Plum, everybody. It's just a blast being out here, and I saw what happened to Josh. We'll see him hopefully at the next one, and we'll have another 4-way battle for the lead.
Matt Brister goes, way to go, Zach. Wish Connor
Aw.
won.
I need to get. I'll get Matt on the sim because he's got a simulator. He needs to stop trying to sell it and get on. So we have all the buggy guys here.
There you go. Well, great run here tonight, and go enjoy the victory, and I'll see you starting at the back next week.
Oh, don't say that. But okay.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
have a good
James.
one. No problem.
Have a good night. Bye.
Zach, our race winner. Let's go through, since I didn't get the AMX guys in here, to just go ahead for the sponsors for me. We're going to talk about the sponsors here. We got Just a Trim Lawn Service. We got to thank them. Out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, the title sponsor for the series. Obviously, KDW for the podium. We can see him out there. 906 Dirt for the cleanest driver and hard charger sponsor. R&M Automotive for the hard luck sponsor. RTL Refuse to Lift Media Productions for the Knockout Challenge sponsor. Guys, what a race here tonight. Thank you for coming out. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.